Okay, welcome back to the channel. So just a quick update, in my opinion, on GL1, a stock I hold. Never look at this for market cap, always look at here. So GL1, I believe it's like 400 or something. And I'll go into why it would be valued at this much, 469 million. Really rough figures, and I'm uneducated. So 460 million or something, 28 million cash. They get this project here, which they probably won't even, they might put in production, I don't know, but they're probably best off putting all your things into your best player, which is this 30 million ton metamine. And they drilled this and found a lot more lithium when they drilled this and didn't find as much. So this could grow even more. I'm pretty sure they're still drilling it. So this is rough, uneducated capex. They're going to come out with a scoping study. I'm not sure, they could even spend double this amount and do 400,000 tons per annum. Not sure what they're going to do. But they got 30 million tons there, so you do the maths, they could probably do 400,000 per annum. So rough figures, capex. How did I get this capex? Because Core Lithium spent this much on their mine in Northern Territory, close to Darwin, so it didn't cost much. That was for this many tons. So that was in 2018. So roughly, that's just what I think it is. Could be lower, could be higher. Yeah, so they do 200,000 tons per annum, 2,000k profit. How to get this profit mark? Because Pilbara Minerals, if you look at their annual statements, they were selling for average of $2,000, $3,000 per ton. And they actually sell some as high as 7,000 at auction. So they auction off their extra tons. Tons they have spare that aren't under contract, and they did 5,000 tons at $7,000 profit. That was $35 million. Just thank you, $35 million above what they're making. So yeah, so fair to say they could make $400 million in EBITDA if they did 200k per annum. Could be double if they do double that, but they'll have to spend more money with the capex. So they're doing that study now, and they're going to work it out. So quick side note, sodium-ion batteries are coming. They don't need lithium. Everything in the sodium-ion battery is cheap. Sodium-ion will be with LFP, or it could be with nickel. But the sodium-ion coming out pretty soon. They say about 300 kilometers. They say all these batteries are the same size, 300 kilometers for that. Not as cheap as LFP, but will be once the mass production is figured out. So then you can get LFP. It's pretty good, 400 kilometers. Or you can get a nickel-based one, which is going to be more expensive again. But you can get further. So it'll be up to you, I'm sure. Do you want to drive around and charge more? Maybe that suits you. Or maybe say, screw it, I don't want to charge so much. I'd rather just pay the extra and get a thing that will last forever. I won't have to worry about charging. So up to the individual. If you're pretty wealthy, you'll probably just shell on that. I think wealthy people don't even bother with electric cars. They like their fast petrol. They're not worried about money. So yeah, so GL1 went quite down today, 9%. WL1 went up. WLN will probably get into production as well. Probably a low capex, and they're only not much of the price of GL, 140 million, so quite a bit cheaper than GL1. So probably a better risk to reward with each stock, given that it's got a high probability to get in production too, I believe. So, and then you got this one. They've got some crazy figures, 270 billion to buy this company, and they're going to spend this much money, 473 million to 700,000 tons year. So you times that by 2,000, a lot of money. At the end of their study, $4.2 billion you're left with. And remember, that's the MPV, so they're factoring in a discount rate of 10%. If you don't know what MPV is, so that's like you're getting 10% of your money each year, and then you're left with 4.2 billion on top of that. So just crazy numbers, and it's all linked to the lithium price as well. So I'm not sure if I said GL1, lithium's high, and you buy low, sell high. but this company could still go up. I see better risk reward in the graphite sector, as graphite has yet to shoot up in price, but I believe it will fall into shortfall and graphite will go up in price, as did lithium. Maybe not to the extent that lithium did, but who knows. We'll wait and see in 2026 or around then what happens with the graphite price. And if the graphite price stays around the same, we probably still need that graphite. And so if you have a good capex, a company with a good capex and opex who's better than the rest, they'll probably do well. Yes, what else can I say? So sodium ions coming, BYD's doing it, CATL's doing it. You might also have a hybrid, so they use some lithium batteries and then some sodium ion. There's advantage with sodium ion, like working at low temperature. They can discharge down to 0%, stuff like that. So not much more I can say. So if you're holding GL1 and have been since here, well, personally, I'm still holding. That's what I'm going to do. Probably when they get in production, or if it does some weird, if it peaks up here for some unknown reason, I'll probably take money and be happy, even though they might go higher when they get in production. And that's it for this video. Thank you. Like and subscribe. If you see any companies that you think are good, let me know. I'm looking into natural graphite and lithium mostly. Another favorite stock mine is ITM. They are neighbors with RNU on the ASX. So if you look at RNU, 500 million, ITM around 30 million. Always look at that for the market cap, but this is around about correct. Nothing on the chart, so no hype there. They just raised money to drill, and if you look into their company, they're gonna have just as big as resource as Renascor, and Renascor has a low capex and low opex compared to everyone in the world. So most likely ITM will benefit the same. They're in the same area. They've had these big targets they're gonna drill. So that's been drilled. It's been flown over the helicopter. It's got magnetics. They drilled it, hit graphite. So fair to say all that is graphite. And they've got massive mine life there. They also have another thing like this, not too far away as well. And then a little one with a JORC resource that they've drilled heaps of times. And they've got a rare earth project as well. They have a lot of good videos. So that's my top pick at the moment. About 30 million with 8 million cash. They'll benefit from low capex. Because remember, if you're in a place where there's people already, existing infrastructure, you don't have to build that power line, you don't have to build that road, it's already done. So you just save yourself $30 million. That's just a rough example. And you don't have to fly the workers out to the middle of nowhere. They have to stay at the mine. Don't like that. People can drive in, drive out, or for the week or for the day. South Australia is full of renewables. The whole world is probably going to be full of renewables pretty soon. But that's one of my favorite ones at the moment. So these guys could spend $100 million, build a mine, and make $100 million a year. But the graphite demand isn't there now. There's enough graphite demand for like a few mines. Come 2030, going to need a lot more graphite, and they'll probably need these guys to get into production. And who knows, the electrical revolution could be slower, but who knows. And also natural graphite isn't needed for the sodium ion battery, but we're going to need a lot of graphite for these batteries, and we're going to need sodium ion and lithium ion batteries. So I think the reason why they can't use natural graphite is because sodium ions are bigger than lithium ions, and they don't fit into the structure of the natural graphite. So they use hard carbon for sodium ion batteries. If you don't know what hard carbon is, look it up yourself, but it's not made from natural graphite. Though I'm still happy with my investments in natural graphite, because I still believe there's going to be a lot of need for LFP, nickel-based lithium ion batteries. And I'll finish that video there. So like and subscribe. I'm following mostly hard rock lithium and natural graphite. So just maybe I have an advantage over everyone else who's scattering their knowledge everywhere. I'm not sure. See you in the next video.